Miami, for the past 2 seasons that we have been to the track, has brought a lot of excitement for us fans at home, but also for the people at the track and the drivers too. Everyone enjoys the feeling and the magic that surrounds the Miami Grand Prix, as it is always special when Formula One rolls into town in the United States. And this time out in Miami was no different. At every single opportunity, Formula One looks to find ways that they can change the game and adapt the sport so it's still fresh and new for the fans. One possibility regarding the Miami Grand Prix to make it even better than it already is to make the race a night race, like the race in Las Vegas later this year. Night races provide a spectacle to see Formula One cars going around a track with the floodlights on, and I am sure that most fans are big fans of them, and it would be great for Miami to be another race under the lights. In today's video, we will talk about how the talks are ongoing to make the change to being under the lights, how it may improve the race in some way, how there are issues of televising it all over the world due to the race being later, and also how it could improve or worsen the experience for the fans who are coming into the track for the weekend. Let's get straight into it, shall we? To start, we're going to talk about the ongoing talks about the race in Miami being changed to a night race in the coming years. It would be a spectacle for the race to be under the floodlights whilst racing on the streets around one of the best stadiums in the United States. There have been talks, as the Miami GP managing partner Tom Garfinkel has confirmed by saying, "We've had some discussions about potentially doing that. Obviously, at this time of year, the weather's a little bit unpredictable. This year is pretty nice so far, and the breezes have helped a lot. But last year was unseasonably hot. From this, we can gather there are clearly reasons behind the talks, as it would mean the track conditions would be a lot cooler, which would change the dynamic of the race, which we will speak about later on in this video." He also said, but there's a lot of factors that go into that with Formula One and television and everything else. So we've got to weigh all those things. But certainly, we are open-minded to it. It is obvious that these changes are being spoken about behind the scenes, and we will have to wait and see if they come to a decision in the very near future. Would you like to see Miami become a night race in 2024? Let us know in the comments below. Our next topic is how the race is under the lights could actually improve the racing. One reason for this is that the temperature will drop significantly as the day goes on and will be much lower at night than in the daytime. This means that the racing will simply be better due to the track being cooler, which allows for the drivers to have much more grip than they would normally have in the daytime. The track will somewhat be warm under the lights, but will be much more cooler and will provide better racing, you hope, if they are going to make this change for the race in 2024. For the drivers too, it will be better for them as they will not be as hot under their helmets and racing suits. Overall, it could make the race even more exciting if the decision is made to change Miami to a night race. I guess we'll have to wait and see if these changes are actually made or if it's just all talk. We have seen tracks go from day race to a night race in the past, with Bahrain doing it many moons ago, so it is not out of the realms of possibility, that's for certain. Our next topic in this video would cause the viewership to go down through the majority of the world. For most Europeans, the race is already on later than most due to the time difference between Europe and the United States. So, if the race would be at night, it would mean that the race would be pushed back a fair bit, meaning that it would be on early Monday morning for most fans over the world. This would be a major issue, as a lot of fans will not be able to catch the race due to them being at work the following day. It may not seem like a massive issue, but it will be something that Formula One themselves will have to think about before they make this big decision to make the race go under. It will be tough for the fans in Europe, but it will be better for fans over the United States. So it will be a tough choice for the FIA and Formula One, but this stuff takes time, so do not expect an announcement anytime soon. Our next topic is regarding how the race being at night could actually be better for the fans who are going to the race weekend. A night race is always something to behold, with the cars going rapidly around a street circuit is something that every fan would love to experience, and that is why Singapore is always so special. It'll be even better for the neutral fans and celebrities that come to Miami every weekend, as they will witness an even bigger spectacle than they already see now. Now, even though Las Vegas is a night race that is in the United States at the end of the season and beyond, Miami would still be very special and could bring a very different dynamic for the race than it already has now. However, from what some fans have said about the track and surrounding areas, it may actually be bad for them if the race was changed to be much later in the day and into late nights. Some fans reported that the surrounding areas of the track were very shady, and some fans felt kind of unsafe, and if the track was at night and it was dark, it may be even more unsafe. This is something that could mean that the organisers will have to take into account before they make this big change, because if the fans do not feel safe at the circuit, no one will want to come to the track. Miami is a city known for its violence at night, and by having so many fans at the track so late at night, it could cause some issues, and fans could possibly not want to come to the track for this reason alone. Also, some problems that fans faced at the weekend this year was the lack of parking, and at night this could be even more hectic than usual. This may seem little, but for some fans, they will want the race to be the best it possibly can be, and if the experience is ruined by the race being on a night, it may face a lot of backlash from the fans who go to Miami every year for the race now. What are you thinking about Miami being changed to a night race? Is it needed to make it even better than what it is right now? Or is it not needed due to the United States having a night race in Las Vegas for the foreseeable future? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Overall, there are positives and negatives to every single change that happens in Formula One, and this is no different at all. You have issues such as fans' experience maybe being worse on a night due to some safety concerns and issues with the broadcasting for the majority of the world. But on the other hand, you have some big positives, like how the racing could improve with the decrease in track temperature. That could mean that some strategy is different for each team, which is what we all want instead of the same old one-stop race we have been seeing recently. The decision is not in our hands, but it would be very exciting to see how the track looks under the lights, and if it doesn't work for 1 year, they could easily go back to how it has been this year. I guess we have to find out soon. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more videos just like this one.